little meme that you put up there, but you see there's one teensy weensy little problem with it. And that problem? Well, it's a complete fiction. A complete and utter lie. And anyone who cares about facts, anyone who actually bothered to do any research instead of trying to push an anti-male misandrist agenda, would know that the facts belie the claims that you're making. Starting with the fact that in 2025, women outlive men by 5 to 7 years. In 1925, just 100 years ago, life expectancy between men and women was roughly equal. And the biggest reason for that change? The massive focus on research for women's health issues, while only a fraction of it is dedicated towards men's health issues. Which leads us to yet another inconvenient little truth, which is the fact that it wasn't just the focus, but the money that was poured into research on women's health issues. The reality is that even now, despite the fact that women outlive men by half a decade, the overwhelming majority of funding for medical research is geared towards women's health, not men's. For example, breast cancer research gets roughly triple the funding of prostate cancer, despite similar mortality rates. And that's just one of dozens of examples that I can cite. Yet, here we see women are claiming they're being ignored. Yeah, okay, Becky. Still not convinced? Well, there's also the fact that in the U.S., there are multiple government agencies geared towards women's health issues. Not a single one. Not one for men. Explain that one to me, Lucy. And then there's also the fact that those agencies, well, they're focused on raising awareness on women's health issues with nary a peep on the men's. Ever hear of Wear Red Day to raise awareness about women's heart health and heart disease? Great day, but the entire focus is on raising awareness for women's heart health, and only women's heart health. And this is despite the absolute fact that more men suffer from and die of heart disease than women do, by a wide margin. And yet, women are claiming they're the ones being ignored. And why do they do that? Why do they make that claim? Simply put, because they hate men. They don't see them or their health as worthy of discussion. And it's why they make memes like this to spread that hate. It's why they also believe that any attention or money given towards men's health issues inherently takes away from women's. To these women, it is a zero-sum game. And it proves what I've said, which is that they don't care about men, don't view them as worthy. Hell, most of them don't even view men as human beings, but something lesser. And sadly, they're the ones that are in control of the narrative, which is why we as men, and the few women out there who actually don't hate men, need to call this misandry out. It's why we need to get in politicians' faces and ask them, why do they support this anti-male agenda? Why don't they actually care about men or men's issues? And it's time we started telling these politicians that until they do, we're not going to vote for them. We don't care what party you're with. It is literally a matter of life and death for men. So maybe, just maybe, we should start speaking up and speaking out. Because until we do, nothing is going to change.